What you witnessed is a magic lantern, and the images that were painted on glass and projected through the magic lantern. The magic lantern was invented in the mid-17th century. What was discovered is that by taking an image painted on glass and using a light source through a series of lenses, you could take a small image and project it on a large scale. The magic lantern was an object that was owned by the wealthy and scholars. It wasn't until the mid-18th century that it became popular. You see, traveling magic lantern operators went to fairs and carnivals, different towns, and they gave a magic lantern show. At this time, there was this craze in traveling. A lot of people couldn't afford to travel to these amazing places they were hearing about, so the magic lantern was one way of showing people the world. But on top of that, as you saw with some of the images, there are ghost stories or scary images that were shown, as well as the erotic. What you have to understand is that magic lanterns are proto-cinematic devices, and they're related to the video projector or film projector. One of the things that I find incredible about them is the images that were created to entertain and titillate. You know, people love seeing life reproduced. And you can see that with a lot of the slides that have been kept and are at many different museums. The Museum of Motion Pictures in New York City, I'm sure UCLA has something, definitely Paris and Amsterdam have magic lanterns displayed at their great museums. The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam is one, and I think the one in Paris, I saw it way back in, I think, July of 2013, was a motion picture museum. Anyway, let's talk about people in general and images. Looking at these images, the macabre, the scary ones, are from 1886. And the erotic ones are from 1838. It tells us a lot about time and what people wanted. And what I think is interesting is that very little has changed in terms of wants. Magic lanterns are actually the earliest forerunners of modern video and film projectors. The principle on which this 18th century magic lantern works is essentially the same as that of a modern projector. The light from a candle or oil lamp inside the lantern is concentrated by a concave mirror. It shines through the glass plate via the condenser lenses. The objective lenses are responsible for projecting a sharp enlargement of the image on the wall. During the 18th century, an increasingly wide public became interested in the natural sciences, including optics, the study of light and associated phenomena. Entertaining applications of light were especially popular, and magic lanterns became fashionable collector's items in well-to-do circles. Later on, as more and more magic lanterns were created, the mass public also became collectors as well. I hope you've enjoyed this little video on magic lanterns, and I hope it's helped you understand them a little bit more.